Hey, Brian, you know what I'm feeling?
What are you feeling, Bobby?
Cyberpunky. Steampunky.
Steampunky?
Steampunky.
Yeah, so it looks like you've got a little steampunk style going on.
Yeah, I've been working on a little something. Now, the people who are subscribed to our YouTube channel, because remember, we said we would be publishing content to the YouTube channel that wouldn't be going into the show.
We did tell them that.
We did tell them that, and I have been publishing videos to the YouTube channel. This was one of them. I had a late night, and I'm like, you know what? I want to make something that's not a quadcopter. I want to make something that really has no use other than to look kind of cool.
right. For like a costume or something.
A costume, yeah, and steampunk it was.
Nice.
I've been wanting to do steampunk for a while, but the problem is, I don't know if you know this, but I have no talent as far as design is concerned.
Oh, yeah, I think, but there are people that you know that do, and you've, have you incorporated some of them to help you, or?
I'm trying to get them to help me, but, you know, they don't like me, so.
I don't understand why.
Oh, wow, this is me, that is. Okay, but what I wanted to do is I want to show you really quick, because next week, so next Thursday, I'm actually going to show people how to build a set of really inexpensive, and by inexpensive, I mean like less than $20, a customized set of steampunk goggles that nobody else has.
Okay.
Okay. You can buy a lot of steampunk stuff from Amazon, and for like 20 bucks, you could have decent looking, but kind of plasticky.
Is steampunk you know, another name for people repellent or something?
Well, yeah. I mean, you repel the normals. You attract the weird people.
No, I'm kidding. No, I love steampunk.
Yeah, exactly. So it's this characteristically cool, retro futuristic Victorian / techno look. That's what steampunk is, right?
Are there LEDs? All I want to know is are there LEDs involved, Padre?
Maybe.
Because that's what I like.
Yes, there are. Okay, I do want to show you some of the things that you need to do, because we're going to be introducing the project next week. Cool. But for the people who are interested on their own, I'm actually going to give you some files. We're going to be giving you links to files so that you can start designing your own. Cool. What I wanted is an easy entry for people. And they need to be able to build on this. This is a $7.99 pair of goggles. In fact, Alex, there we go. So this on Amazon right now for $7.99, and you can get these in any color you want. You got black, you got silver. It's all good for you.
Can these work as welder's goggles, or are they just for show?
I probably wouldn't use them as welder's goggles.
Okay.
I don't know if they're completely UV compliant, but they look really good as steampunk. Now they're not bad on their own. I mean, as you can see here, it looks pretty good, right? I mean, that's not a bad look.
It's a look. It's something.
You know what?
Are you gonna have these for Maker Faire? Yeah. Because I think it would be perfect for that.
Yeah. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you a way to take this and turn it into something that was special for you.
Yes.
And specifically, I wanted to add a bunch of LEDs and maybe some app control for my Bluetooth phone.
Oh.
See, now you're not laughing.
That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, shut it, Brian. So what I did was I designed this. This was created on Tinkercad.
Nice.
And there we go. Go to this one.
Oh, the Panasonic.
There we go. This allows me to create an adapter ring, and that adapter ring lets me hang any design off of those common frames. So I can buy store-bought steampunk goggles from Amazon and then modify them just so that they look distinctly mine. No one else will have this design. No one else will be able to buy this design. This design is entirely me.
I recognize that battery.
Yeah, that's the battery from the SEMA X5s.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I'm using it for this. Now, if you go to 11, Alex, this is what I did with this. So this is the design that I had to create in order to create that thing that you're seeing there. There's a lot of compound shapes here. There's a lot of things that Tinkercad wasn't really designed to do, like slanted sides and hollowed out tubes. There's a little bit of work that's involved in this.
Yeah, it looks kind of complicated because is Tinkercad's kind of
it's basic.
Well, it's basic, and aren't you kind of working with a shape and reducing from that? Like you're not
right. Yeah, it's not like you're building a shape. Most of the time in Tinkercad, you create a shape and then you hollow it out.
Exactly, yeah.
And so that's what all these are. These are negative space. So those are shapes that cut space out of a solid object. And so that's what I've done. That's what I've created. But what I wanted to give the audience, this. There is a file that will be available on the Know How show page. This took a while to design because it has to fit exactly. This is the ring on which you build your design. Once you have this ring, anything you attach to the ring will attach to the goggles.
I like it.
Yeah. So hey, Alex, if you come back out, these are the silver goggles, and this will attach like so. And give that a turn. See if you can turn that at all.
No.
Yeah, it's solid,
no, that's
right?
tight, yeah.
That's super tight. The tolerance is up, and that's why it took me a while to design it.
Did you have to sand it at all?
No, no, no. This is straight out of the printer. So this is what I wanted. I wanted to give you a design that would work properly without you having to do any post-printing modifications.
How many prototypes did you have to do?
A lot.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Well, the ring only took me 3 tries.
Oh, okay.
Because I had a pretty good inkling of what they did.
Yeah.
And I was able to bring it out. But see, what I had to do, and if you go to the mini cam again, if you'll see, there's like beveled edges there.
Yeah.
And so if you look at the inside of the ring, I had to match those edges with those edges.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's the design that I'm giving to you. So anyone can download that adapter ring, and then you can hang anything you want. So this entire structure here, I actually hung off of that adapter ring, which means any of these goggles, no matter what color you might buy, this will work perfectly.
That's cool. I like that.
Now there is a right eye and there's a left eye because this is this cutout for the nose piece. It's in a different place. But what we want to do is we want to see what you come up with. So for example, I've come up with this. The magnifying loops, that's a very steampunk thing, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of times they clip them to the side of the goggles, which I did not like that look. This is actually built in, if you go to this again, this is built in to the structure. One of the other things I've done is I bought a bunch of these. These are little brass gears. Now, nothing says steampunk like a bunch of brass. We love ourselves some brass. These are just decoration.
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about driving these with an Arduino and a micro servo.
So they're just kind of spinning around and stuff? I like that idea.
Yeah. And then, of course, what we need is a way to drive everything. So I got this. This, if you go to the overhead, Alex, this is an Arduino Micro Pro and a Bluetooth module. So what this will allow me to do is this will allow me to control both the LEDs that I'm going to put in these goggles and to control them wirelessly.
Nice. That's a little guy.
That's a tiny little guy, right? And if you look, I've already designed for it because, take this off, the batteries are going to be on this side and the control circuitry is all going to fit on that side.
Nice.
So this design is pretty much complete. I didn't give you the entire design. What I gave you is I gave you the ring, but you can build your own. I want to see what you come up with. I want to see what kind of designs you make. But hopefully this is a little bit of an inspiration. The other thing, and this was suggested by Lost, from the Lost Boy from DEF CON.
Right.
He pointed me to some mechanical irises, like those that you have in the old style cameras. And I actually have already built a circuit that will control that with a servo. And there's a light control that I can hook up to the Arduino, so it will just automatically open and close.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So I'm getting excited about this. I already have a couple of ideas that I want to try on this.
Yeah. Again, the file is going to be inside of the show notes. If you go to the show notes for this show, you'll be able to download that adapter ring, drop it into Tinkercad, and show me what you got. Go ahead and build one of these. And remember, these goggles, they're $8 from Amazon. So buy yourself a pair of goggles and get yourself, if you've got a 3D printer or access to a 3D printer, this will work right off the tray. You don't have to do any modification other than sticking it onto the front.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think what I want to do is eyebrows. So I can change, like, I'm angry or, like, sad. Yeah?
Well, I've got something for you. I actually created these. These are custom 3D printed. What they'll allow me to do is to put, Alex, if you go to the overhead, they will allow me to put, this is a WS2812 ring of LEDs. It fits exactly inside these goggles, like so. And once you get it in there, it keeps the light from shining back into your eye. That's so these.
Smart, yeah. So you don't blind yourself.
Yeah. Next week I will give everyone the file for this. But this took me like all of 30 seconds to design. Yeah. But the cool thing is I don't need to use any adhesive. That just keeps.
Just pops in there, huh?
It keeps that in there.
Cool.
Right? So I'll show people how to wire this up. I've got the code for this already done, which it actually didn't take that much time. It's pretty much the code that we used for the Christmas lights.
Right, but just reduced to that number of LEDs or something?
Reduced for this LEDs, plus I had to give myself a control scheme so that I could change it from my phone.
Ah, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah. Now, the cool thing, again, is all of this, I'm not keeping any of this for myself. All of my examples will be available next week. But this week, I just wanted to give you that ring so that we could see what you did. Remember, we're happiest when you outdo us.
I have a feeling we're going to be very happy because you're giving enough stuff that people can really go crazy with this.
Yeah.